How's it going, everyone? Sean here from Raw Technique Studios, and you'll notice I have something new that I'm talking into right here. This is the JZ Microphones Black Hole 2. It's a very interesting looking microphone. Honestly, I really like how it looks. I'm not sure how you guys feel about it, but I like it. It has this big hole right here in the center of the microphone, and that's where you put it on to get it set up on your mic stand. It's very nice looking, like as far as like the color, and it just looks professional. It looks very clean and crisp. So it's a large cap condenser mic. You'll hear it right now. I'm talking into it, that it's very clean and has a little bit of a bump in the like 3 to 4K range, that like mid range there, and it gives it this like expensive sound, I guess. It's holding its weight up against microphones that are $1,100, $1,300 in that range. We're going to be comparing it to the microphone that I always talk into. All right, so now we have the AKG C214. This is what you guys usually hear me talking into. You'll hear that it's a very smooth sound. It doesn't have that mid-range boost like this microphone does over here. So this is the sound you guys are used to hearing me talk into. But now I'm on the JZ Black Hole 2, and you could hear it sounds different. These microphones sound very different. So it's going to be up to you which one you prefer, but it's nice to have two options here. I do like this new microphone. I'm glad they sent it to me because it sounds completely different than the AKG C214. And I think it has that little bit of that crispy, expensive sound to it. All right, so let's do a quick little recording. Check 1, 2, check, 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 check 1, 2. We're going to be listening to the JZ Black Hole 2, and we're going to hear how it has a little bit of that mid-range bump. And then we're going to switch over here to the AKG C214, and this is going to be a little bit more smooth sound, not having that mid-range bumped up. So it's a little bit different sounding here. So let's go back to the JZ Black Hole 2 and just hear how is it sounding with this check, 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 check 1, 2, check, 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 check 1, 2, onto the AKG C214, check, 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 check 1, 2, check, 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 check 1, 2. You hear the difference. They're very different sounding microphones. This one has more of that little mid-range bump that stands out to me. It sounds a little bit like cleaner overall, a little bit brighter of like a texture to it. The AKG C214 is a very like flat, warmer sounding mic to me, at least in this comparison. That's what I'm hearing. This has a little bit more of what the microphones like the Neumann TLM 103 and like those type of microphones. It has that type of sound to it. If that's what you're going for, then this is a great microphone. It's the Black Hole 2 by JZ Microphones, around the $699 ballpark. If you look on like Amazon, you could pick one up right there for $699. I think it sounds good. I don't have a complaint about it. I think it sounds good. But let's go ahead and switch over to nylon string guitar and hear what that sounds like. What's the difference between these two microphones on a guitar? All right, so as far as nylon string guitar goes, I think it won by a landslide. The JZ Black Hole 2, I thought it sounded way better than the AKG C214. I think the AKG C214 over there, it sounded a little bit too muddy and just kind of like flat sounding. The Black Hole 2 doesn't sound muddy. It sounds like it has natural bass tones to it, and it has that crispy top end without being harsh. It just sounds clear. So it sounds really, really good on the nylon string guitar. I really like it. I think it outbeat the AKG C214 by a lot. So this one's great for that. For voice, it's going to be a preference thing, and I think that this microphone sounds good. For the $699, if you go on like Amazon or something like that, $699 is not a lot of money for this type of sound, because you could be spending $1,100, $1,300 on a microphone, which is going to sound pretty much like this. If you want, go on audiotestkitchen.com, grab the Black Hole 2, put it up in the slot, compare it to a Neumann TLM 103, compare it to the Sony C800G, compare it to these expensive microphones, a Telefunken, stuff like that. And you're going to hear the differences are very, very small. So this has that nice, expensive sound. Compared to the AKG C214, it's just a totally different sound. Two different sounds, both sound good, but this is something that is very useful when recording vocals, recording anything that you want to really hear everything and have that nice punch through with that mid-range. Nylon string guitar sounds amazing on it. You could use it for other things like drum overhead, stuff like that, but for me, guitar and vocals, those are the things I like to do. I record that stuff. So that's what I like this mic for: vocals, guitar, and you're set. It sounds great. You're hearing it right now. You could hear that it sounds great as well. Looks cool, that's a bonus, but it performs well, and that's what really matters, is what does it sound like. So I'm excited to work with this in the future. You'll be seeing this around the studio quite a bit, and you'll be watching me talk into it a lot as well. So if you guys want to check it out, JZ Microphones, it's the Black Hole 2. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.